Hello and welcome to workout 8. So we've got some dumbbells for you today. As first as ever the warm-up, I'm just going to explain what to do with your band set up now.
And our mini bands. Okay, just with the knee. And this one, stand here. And then put it over your shoulders. It's a bit more comfortable if you then hold your hands there like that to take the pressure off the shoulders with the band.
I would just say
so we're going to start off just by squatting, okay?
But you can hold it to your shoulders as well, rather than just wrap it around the back of your neck. So yeah, starting off then, first of all, some nice steady squats. Knees stay in line with your feet. Chest stays nice and high. Just imagining you're sitting back onto a chair. That's good. And then nice bit of balance now, just making sure you're fully extended in your hips as you take the leg directly to the side. So make sure it's not coming to the front at all. So we're really using those bum muscles rather than the hip flexors. Good. Just focus on a spot on the floor to help. And now some gentle circles. Just bending your knees if you need to here. And just being a bit aware that you need to be protective of that back so you're not overstraining it at all. So that'll depend on the strength of those bands that you're working against. Okay, some nice side bends here now. So hips staying relatively stable here now. Just as you bend to the side, you should feel that working through the side of the body. Imagining you sandwiched between two walls. Good stuff. Okay, so coming back into a lunge then, first of all. And then pulsing, lifting up that front leg, keeping a nice active foot. As you lunge, make sure you're lunging down rather than forward, so it's not sort of too wide in this lunge. You should feel the knees wanting to be pulled in by that extra resistance band, but you having to push them out will just help you to stay nice and strong and stable in those hips and knees. Well done. Okay, back round to our circles here now then. Good, so nice bit of stretch, good bit of strengthening through the spine. Lovely stuff. Okay, and once more around this way. Well done. Side bends again. Maybe being able to move a little bit further this time as you start to warm up that back. Good stuff. Nice alignment, guys. Well done. Okay, so grabbing that band here now, I'm going to go into some tricep extensions. It's actually, quite difficult, as you'll probably be able to tell. So keep those elbows nice and high. If your band doesn't allow for that, then just a shoulder press is fine, okay? So this time, band out in front. That's just going to increase the amount of work that you have to do through the back. So just doing what you can here now. Again, making sure you're not overstretching those hamstrings, bending the knee if needs be, or just don't go quite as far forward. Now this really brings the focus into the arms and the core, actually. As you take those arms out in front, you should really feel, especially by tucking that tailbone under, lifting that pelvis, that will you'll feel the core kicking in here. Good stuff. Shoulders staying down though. And then the key here is just to keep the elbows away from the body as you do these extended bicep curls. So it just makes it much harder in those arms, but much harder in that core. Trying to make sure that you're not hinging back at all. Just hold, and well done. Okay, into our dumbbells now then. So 5 sets of 60 seconds with a 30-second recovery. And just demonstrating here, first of all. So just being really cautious again with option 2 that you're not overstraining the back. That's just if you're not able to bend your knees, as in option 1 with that lunge. And you'll notice that the arm, it sort of bobs a little bit as you lift it. Now, that's really key because it's just going to force your core to work that little bit harder. going to start here, first sort of 60 seconds. Yeah, so you just have to stabilize that a little bit more just by adding in these little bobs, but they're under control, as you can tell. And as you bring that arm up, the shoulder stays down. Just notice with option 2 as well that I'm up on my toes. That's just going to bring some extra strengthening into those calves. And the fact that you're leaning forward will start to work those hamstrings a little bit, but it's mainly kind of back and then the focus on the pressure on that front leg. Keeping those hips as stable as possible. Head always in alignment with that spine. Last 10 seconds, guys. Keep bobbing, keep flowing. Nice. Okay, remember which arm you've just done. We're not going to go straight onto the other side. We're just going to intersperse with some Russian twists. So that's one of our abdominal exercises where you can either have your feet on the floor as in option 2 or feet raised as in option 1. So just finding a weight that you feel that you can really control. And this is, yeah, it's just a nice one to bring some extra spine mobility in there, but also protecting the spine with some good core strength as well. So, tapping, tapping. Just making sure that it is just a tap as well, yeah, rather than bashing that weight down to the side. Looking as you're twisting as well, keeping that back really nice and straight, so you should feel quite proud in that chest still. Also not wiggling the knees too much. The knees stay pretty stable as you do this. Okay, it'll really start to burn around about now, or if not before. So just keep that flow, keep that rhythm, just so that you get that natural bounce and rebound. Last 5 seconds. Well done, well done. Okay, so make sure you loosen out those hip flexors after you've done an exercise like that, which we will be doing in this lunge as well, I guess. So it's almost like I planned it. Right, into the lunge then. Other side. Same rules apply as first time. So strong alignment through the spine. Let's go, and then let's just do a controlled bob with that arm. It comes up. You should be able to feel as you're lifting that arm what like the most comfortable path is for it to go without getting excess tension in the shoulder. Knee stays over the ankle. Remembering just to push into those toes a bit more so on option 2. Hopefully feeling a nice stretch down the back of that back leg as well. Keep going, guys. Working those stabilizers against the bob. Lovely, 5 seconds. That's it, good burn, guys. Well done, well done. Right, 3 down, 2 to go. So yeah, this next one, really nice one for creating extensions through the body. You do the overhead option. But yeah, it's mainly about the calves and foot strength. So the lunges, we're thinking mainly about the quads. We've got one coming up which is a bit more about the hamstrings. We've done those abs, so this is a real full body workout here now. Okay, so if you're doing option 1, just making sure you're trying to create nice extension through the chest. So if possible, try to carry that weight just ever so slightly back from the head. And you keep that neck nice and long. And then notice as well that there's a nice bounce there. but it's not a sort of a too bobby. Yeah, your feet stay nice and strong. Active feet in between, so you're just lifting those toes up towards the shins. That's awesome. Nearly there. Just making sure those shoulders stay down as well. Also, no excessive arching in the back. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. Okay, 30 seconds rest and kettlebell swing on option 2, or pendulum squat in option 1. So yeah, just be really cautious with option 1. Okay, it's good if you have some like prior practice or experience of doing this, so you might want to pause the video. But yeah, just making sure that you can really control that weight as it swings back and forward. Creates a nice momentum for the jump if you manage to get the rhythm. But just, yeah, proceed with caution. And then with option 2, again, you'll notice that the legs aren't bending too much. Normally with a kettlebell swing, there's a bit more of a bend, but this is the option for if you have bad knees. So it's fine to just hinge from the hips so long as you're keeping that back nice and straight. With both sides, just noticing that you're taking the time to fully extend those hips at the top without hinging. Nice. So it's a real kind of cardio, this one as well. You will get out of breath, but the name of the game, get strong and get fit. So keep going, keep working. Lovely. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're going to go into our plyo section now, unless you want to pause and go back to another set of dumbbells. And yeah, key principles then for these are just, yeah, to really just use that free energy from elasticity. So I'm closing the eyes now and keeping really strong in the core, really strong in the feet, just bouncing off the floor. And hopefully you'll notice, or just go down as well, just to see how much harder it feels if you're crunched over, as opposed to up and then bouncing. As I say, you can hopefully feel the tension just releasing from those shoulders. This is just like an alternate high knee on the spot, but you don't actually have to follow along perfectly as well to these as well. Yeah, it's just about executing those principles more than anything. These are our ski jumps, so slalom jumps. So making sure you twist and swing those arms, creating a nice bounce. Okay. Running on the spot nice and light, then just allowing those feet to ping off the floor and bending forward. You'll feel the pressure into the legs, which is what we don't want. And then hopping forward. That's it. Turning around and then switching legs. Just noticing a difference one side to the other. Keeping that strong. Quick shake out. And now big jump, little jump, big jump, little jump. In fact, I'm doing 3 little jumps and then 1 big one. Okay, so lovely and dynamic. And then into a nice spine twist here. There we go, getting really nice and loose in that spine, in those arms. And then, well, just moving them up and down. Good. Okay, side hops now then. So it's really good just to create strength and stability in different angles. And then just stretch out those ankles. Done a lot of bouncing and hopping there. But it's really good for that cardio, but also for that posture. So nice dynamic calf stretch here as well. Just making sure both feet are facing forward. Now into a lunge, side to side. And this is called drum major now. So you're trying to get that shin almost parallel to the floor. I'm a bit stiff in my hips, so I don't quite manage it, but the key is that you're just creating that stretch. And then nice open chest, bouncing, bouncing. And then just a bit of a play at the end here. So this is backwards running man. You want to give that a go? Do a TikTok video? Chicken. So yeah, just really, as you can see, just using that sort of natural bounce and then finishing up with forward running man. Going back to my dance floor days old. Okay, well done everybody. It's now time to stretch. So again, we have a particular song that we've choreographed this to. Hopefully queued up. You're going to play along. James Bay. So yeah, just showing you the setup here now, just so you can see that the pelvis is tucked under. So yeah, just starting with a bit of a kind of side to side, working through the neck, through the spine a little bit. Just getting ready to take that leg out to the side, the first bit. And as I pointed out, keeping that pelvis nice and upright, just draping that arm over gracefully. Lovely. Looking up towards the ceiling or whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to switch sides now. Deep breath in and then breathing out. Yeah, so you should again feel it through the side of the body, through the front of the hip. Now bending forward towards that front knee. Just rocking backwards and forwards, digging that heel into the floor just a little bit. Coming up into a lunge and opening out. And then hands together above the head, really feeling an opening in that back hip especially. Trying to get about a 90-degree bend in that front knee if possible, but while staying relaxed. Now just bending forward and then a bit of a dynamic lunge to one side, stretching through the inside of the thighs now, and just lifting those toes, circling those ankles, and lovely deep stretch here now. And going to the other side, so starting off with some bobs that little bit higher, and then getting ready to go down deeper and circling those ankles. Well done. Now nodding that head towards that front knee. Slight bend and straighten. And then coming up into our deep lunge. Nice deep breath in. Squeezing those glutes just to help you stabilize. And if possible, just taking those hands back a little bit to create a nice strong arch through your spine, looking up towards the ceiling, thigh parallel to the floor. And then this is now down into a triangle pose, but just bending that knee of the side you're bending to, trying to create a straight line through those arms, just noticing how the feet will twist out as well, just to encourage that movement. So the stretch should never hurt. And down into a deep squat now, knees tracking out over the feet, and then just allowing the body to unfurl, so lead from the chest and then just let the head follow naturally in a nice flow, and then coordinate with your breath in and then out. Similarly here, as we go from side to side, lovely deep breath in at the top, just pause and then release. Yeah, so it's these are called wood choppers. It's almost like you an axe chopping wood, but in a relaxed way. Okay, so first of all, leg swings forward and back, using those arms to help balance out the legs. Well done. And now coming across the body. So a little twist. Shoulders stay down. Good work. And then other leg. Forward and back. And out those hips. Working that balance on that stabilizing leg. And then across the body. So yeah, the arms are really the key here. They'll make it so much easier to balance. And now nearly there now, guys. Just going to fold forwards. The head comes down last. Top of the head to the floor. Wiggle those legs. Just feel that body loosen and releasing. And well done, guys. Great workout. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.